To ECTO's monthly webcast. We're going to be discussing the subject of orbs this time. Let me introduce some people. There's Wally over there, Alyssa, Audra, I'm Tim, and this is Ronnie. And our subject this month is a very controversial subject. It's orbs, and everybody seems to have their own opinion on orbs, especially a lot of paranormal groups. Some groups don't believe in it at all. They dismiss evidence, and some believe in it. And I think it all depends on the individual picture and what was occurring at the time with the orbs. I know we've done many pictures. We've done some at Eastern State Penitentiary where we got Mikey, who is one of our members, isn't here at the moment. He got a great orb as he was going out, I believe, and there was again no explanation to that. And we study these. When we look at orbs, we study the pictures pretty in depth. Because there's so many false positives out there.
Right. I think when you get a picture and there's hundreds of them, and you've walked through an area that, is probably dusty, I'm sure you've kicked them up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's dust. I just think that, to me, tons of orbs means dust.
Yep.
I think if they're really bright and really, almost
I think
self-lit.
the ones that, a couple that we have on the website that you took in Ireland, the blue ones, or the vortex looking kind of thing we got at the Tenny Gatehouse, that to me I'll agree with, because I don't know, I just don't see how you can say that that's dust or anything like that, but otherwise I just don't really find orbs that credible as evidence.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see we have different opinions amongst ourselves here too, which is good. It depends. Again, you can take a picture and get nothing, and then you can get an orb, and then you get a picture that's nothing. So the theory is, if it was dust, it would be consistency throughout the area. And I know there's difference in digital cameras and other type of cameras, and speed of film and flash, and there's a lot of other variables into that. But
what do you think an orb is? If you believe that orbs are something, what do you believe they are?
I believe orbs are the manifestation or the starting of some type of spiritual energy. I'm not. It's not a ghost by any means. It's not a ghost. It's not an entity or anything like that. But it's some type of spiritual energy. Maybe it is the beginning or the first steps of a manifestation of an apparition or something like that. Again, personal opinion. Again, opinions vary all over the place.
That's interesting, because I just think it's just collection of energy in the room. See, I don't know. I think if even in this room, if enough people are in it and there's energy going, I think you could take a picture right now of us sitting here, and you probably see a couple orbs in the room, because we're making energy in this room. See, but that's just what I think. So, I mean, you could have a different opinion of what it is than what I think it is.
You're saying that those would be formed actually by our energy,
a collection of our own energy.
I don't know. I mean, different people believe different things. With the metaphysical studies I've been doing, a lot of people believe that they are angels. They believe they're angels.
Yes, I've read a lot of articles that are out there like that suggest they're angels.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, who knows? I mean, we've had orbs where when you go close, we got one in America, Stonehenge, where when you got close, it looked like a Native American face in the middle of the orb. So what is that?
I've gotten ones that move. I've taken a picture, and you can actually see it, I caught it moving in motion.
Now, is that a bug?
I just don't understand how. This is my thing on it. I've done a lot of research on the internet and the book, and looked at it, and I can't understand that how if the light hits it, that it would make that thing that big. How?
Now, is the light, is that coming from the camera, the flash? Now, what about day orbs?
That's what
I read on the internet where a guy was saying that's what basically when you take a picture.
Oh, that's
with a
right,
digital
because
camera,
we were at that cemetery. We're taking without flashes.
So how do you get a day orb?
I don't know.
Without a flash. See, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but you could also, you could still say sunlight could be reflecting off of anything.
There's a lot of things. There's different funky things that go on.
Just
with
like you said, you have to take into account everything in your surroundings before you say.
Is it water? Has it been raining?
Is it like
dry?
moist out? Is it?
And where are you in the area that you are? Are there previous investigations that show orbs?
Like I think that
there's a lot of information like that.
That Ronnie took at the Blue Lady. With that almost blue.
Yeah, that's the one where.
Yeah, see, I think those are.
There's something next to the stone. the headstone, it's like funky
It's kind, it's
blue
like
and then
mist almost.
yeah,
like
and then
that
you got
coming
the
out of
orb
it.
right at the top. I mean, to me, I think that there is some orbs that I think are crap. But I think that if you get a good strong one that's like solid and it's got like a blue inside flame, I mean, what is that?
Yeah,
How can that be a bug?
I agree. I think each
That's
one has to
solid
be
white.
examined separately.
Yeah.
When I sent you guys pictures of my son over in Iraq, and it's a dust storm. If you looked at it, you would say, "Oh my, look at all the orbs. Well, it's just a dust storm."
Yep.
Each one, I mean, when I look at them real careful in detail and see, hey, is that a bug? Is that a water drop? Is in what's happening? Some I'll say, yeah. Some are no, those aren't orbs. Or gee, I'm not sure. And other ones, like I had gotten in Gettysburg, where there was a lot of my dowsing was positive. I felt the energy, knew it wasn't over there. I would say, yeah, that may have been an orb. That was an orb, just because of everything
Manifestation of
I
the
was
energy.
feeling
Yeah.
of the energy, the dowsing of things. But there were times where we've taken pictures where we say, gee, man, I don't know, we're really pushing it out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we really look at those closely.
That's my take. My take on them is if it's like see-through, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah, opaque, real-
yeah, if it's see-through, and it's
Just
yeah, I think that's could be dust or moisture. But if it's got a solid white and it's how
Yeah,
can
but
it
see,
be that
that, you
solid?
can't
with
say
a-
that either, because
Why?
when we were in the cemetery where the blue lady is, that day we went, the four of us,
Yeah.
Melissa wasn't with us, but the four of us went, and I took a picture as soon as we got there, and I got a really bright orb. And I said, oh wow, that's great. But when I went and looked back at the pictures, it started raining after a while we were there.
Yeah.
And when I went back and looked back at the pictures, there was way more orbs than what I saw in my viewfinder of my camera. And very often, the light was reflecting off the raindrops. So I would get a really bright one over here, and then I would get a million of them over here, and then I'd get another really bright one. And I just think that was, the water was in the air, the moisture was in the air, and the camera flash reflected off of that.
See,
Yeah.
what I was reading on some of the stuff I've been reading about orbs and everything, it's basically with a regular 35 millimeter camera compared to the new digital cameras, a digital camera is more sensitive. It can pick up, it's like you're comparing a record to a CD.
Yeah, I can pick up
Okay.
even the faintest of
So you're
of
saying
you
that
gotta